Alright guys, so we're going to go over some clips from when we faced Crossfire in that 5-5 tie. There's a lot of things that we can look at going into tomorrow's match that we can improve and that we can also take advantage of. First, we're going to go over on how Crossfire builds out of the back. This is their first attempt right here. What I've noticed is that they really like to use their right back, their left back, their goalkeeper, and even that right back to take the goal kick from the start.
With Jacob, now shift the line.
So what we should be looking to do is to already be in a good position to press and cutting off that right leg. The rest of us, my wingers, central mids should be covering man to man, and my defenders should be on their toes, ready to step in if the ball ends up getting over the top.
With Jacob, now shift the line.
Here's another example of them building out with their left back this time. He uses his left leg to get it in the central position. We end up winning this ball. And I put this clip in here because this really shows on how we should be looking at the game. When there's too much pressure, can we reset it to the back line? And can we find our switch? And that's exactly what you guys did here. This is some really good football, and we need to do more of this. Just analyze a bit more when we can go versus when we can't. And here we are attacking the right side again. Nothing ends up happening, but this is a much better quality of football here. So here's an example of that right back taking the goal kick. As you can see, he's setting up. Like I said, he's got a pretty good kick. He can get it over the half. We end up getting the header. It's in Dom's hands, but now in this moment right here, we need to start getting in a better position to make sure that we can support Dom. And that means my left and right backs have to get into these spots right here. And it's vital because then that means you have that separation from those attackers. And in that moment of setting yourself up to be able to receive the ball from Dom, you're showing your back foot and you're already scanning for where's my central mid and where are my wingers. And scanning is the most important step because that'll just set you up to know, hey, I can get it to him within 2 passes or 3 passes, or you can let Dom know no one's showing to hold off a bit and let us get set. This also goes for my central mids in showing in between lines. There's 2 lines here that we can definitely show for a split. As you can see here, there's one here and there's one here. As long as you guys show and you're checking the shoulders and you know you're free so that you can turn or so that you can play a one-time pass out to one of your wingers. But as you can see here, Dom's looking around. He's trying to find an option. No one's really showing. Garcia tries to open up a little bit there. And Isaac, you should be kind of invading that left space. We kind of throw a Hail Mary. They get to it first, and then they split you guys in the line to then finish at the back post. Here's a look at one of our goals. As you can see, the goalkeeper has it in his hands, puts the ball down, plays it out, and we're right to it. This ends up being a really good goal. We're on our toes, and it's just a good finish from Blake there. Like I said, sometimes this goalkeeper is going to want the ball in his hands to then where he drops it and he plays quick. So we got to make sure that we can be ready to get to it. As you can see, it kind of did almost get to the half, but we stepped in perfectly to get a goal. Here's another example of them building out of the back. The kid is definitely looking for his right leg. Good job on forcing him to his left. Ends up getting out of possession. Here's an attempt from our side at building out of the back. I like that, Jacob, you're checked in between a line, but we're already checked in. So we need to make sure that we always lose that runner first. It's like the shooting drill with the blue cone, right? If you're checked in, you're already going to have pressure on you. So it's important to do a check out, check in. But there's so much room for you central mids to be able to receive this ball. So let's make sure if we can find it, let's make sure to check in. As you can see, there's tons of room. We don't always have to go long. Here's another example. It's almost like they're inviting us to build out of the back. As you can see, Garcia's in a great position to receive the ball on his back foot and then to start to take the space. As you can see, there's so much separation from him and number 18 there. If he can receive that ball, he can dribble into space to either find his central mid on the split or find his right winger that should be checking into the ball with a shoulder check. Here's another example right here. Isaac is definitely free as ever. If he gets this ball, same thing. He can start attacking the space, looking for his winger or looking for a central mid.
Play back, play back, play back. Oh, you go.
That's it.
Shot!
Oh, yeah.
Here's a play where this is a really great example on how we should be able to build out of the back. Now, right here, we have our attention on the ball. Nolan, you're on that left mid position looking at the ball, but we need to make sure that we have the shoulder tech capability to know if this ball comes to me, can I turn, or will I need to hold off with the pressure coming in, or can I play a one-time pass to someone else? As you can see, you take the touch, pressure's there. We lose the possession, and same thing on this side. Ryan wins possession back. Blake's in a great position to receive this ball if we send him through. We end up taking it back into the inside, losing possession, and then it ends up in the back of our net. So let's just make sure that we're a little bit more aware of what we have versus what we don't have. This is another example here on our communication aspect. Who is covering who? And we need to make sure to get tight. As you can see here, we're near people, but we're not exactly tight. This person ends up receiving a free throw-in with no pressure, and it ends up in the back of our net. It's unfortunate because as long as we provide pressure, this doesn't happen. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped out a lot at being able to see what we can do better at. The biggest thing that we can do as a group is to just make sure that we are communicating, making sure that we're doing our job. At times we need to communicate with each other depending on what something is looking like, whether it be the intensity, whether it be man marking or making a run. It's all about communication, and we need to make sure that we are on top of it. If you guys have any questions, be sure to message me. Be sure to be ready for the match, and I will see you guys then.